Is someone presumed innocent until proven guilty? In reality, if you ask someone who's been through the justice system, they may answer differently depending on how their outcome was in court. In this video, I'm going to try and answer this question. As always, I like to refer to a real case, and the case against the post office may provide some answers for us. So let's get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome. So I watched this series called Mr. Bates versus the Post Office on ITVx, which is a true story of a huge scandal. Some say the largest miscarriage of justice in British history. Let me tell you a bit about this case. Mr. Bates was the postmaster who managed a post office in his local area. The post office provides government and financial services, not to be confused with the Royal Mail, which is a separate company with separate boards, and the Royal Mail, they're the ones that deliver the post. So the post office set up a new IT financial system. However, Mr. Bates, the postmaster, was having problems of not balancing the cash taken in with the system. So he would call the helpline repeatedly, only to be told there was nothing wrong with the system, as no one else was having these problems. And to correct the problem, he would have to pay the shortfall in order to continue trading. The discrepancies were so costly that he and his wife decided to pack up working for the post office. This was rather upsetting, so Mr. Bates goes on a mission to find out if anyone else was having the same problems, and he found several hundred people. So the series goes through their stories and the battle through the courts, which took years to find out the truth. So I want to mention the series is based on their true stories, and they are using actors for the drama. It is very moving, and it really captures the hell people have to go through in order to seek justice. In addition to the series, I found a lady that has given an interview on Talk TV, and she describes what happened to her and how she repeatedly called the helpline. She was told not to worry, it will sort itself out. However, when her discrepancies reached £32,000, approximately 41,000 US dollars, she insisted that auditors come to look at the problem. However, when they did, they arrested her for false accounting under the Theft Act. And as you can see, it's a pretty serious crime. She insisted that she hadn't stolen the money, but she was told by a solicitor that it would be a heck of a risk to fight it out in court. And if you want to find out what did happen to her, because she did end up with a criminal record, then watch that interview. I've left it in the description area below. However, there was serious problems. Her and her husband had wanted to end it all. Well, let's listen to this clip of how the host reacts after she had given her interview.
This is very interesting, and James, thank you for now. Nick, the most extraordinary / appalling thing about listening to this story on this show this evening, when you go back to Nicola saying that it was so bad for her, she and her husband contemplated ending their lives. Nobody would listen. James touched upon that. There was this institution that was thought of as the institution, and so you're railing against that. Where are we at today for people like Nicola and hundreds of others? Because yes, I've seen it on the news, but I didn't have any idea as to the depth.
I'm sure many did not realize the depths of this cover-up. So you may be asking yourself, how can this happen, as hundreds of postmasters were not convicted by the Crown Court? How can that happen? Well, many of you may know I did civil litigation for the local authority. We followed strict pre-action protocols, so watch my video on that. And we, as a local authority, did have power to prosecute cases if it was considered in the public interest. However, that would only be done in the most serious of cases. You can watch my video where I discuss public rights of way and how we looked to alternatives to prosecuting. Now, according to the Post Office, they do not have special authority to bring private prosecutions. And the Financial Times only a few days ago said the Post Office pursued cases against its staff. Now, my review discovered Post Office masters are self-employed. They sign contracts to agree to be an agent for the Post Office, and they are responsible for money shortfalls. So they sign an agreement to that. Basically, the postmasters were told by the Post Office that the system is saying that there's a shortfall. They are responsible for it, and they took a very hard approach on it because, you know, it was public money. And they sought county court judgments and much more, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So my question is, as many will have, where has all that money gone? Because many people did sell their houses, cashed in, you know, savings, heirlooms, you know, they did a lot to pay what they were told was needed back. Well, I'm not the only one questioning it. The Metropolitan Police are also looking into it. But this cover-up accused many postmasters of stealing public money. Some were sent to prison, and I will tell you how many in just a minute. Can you imagine how it ruined their reputation in their communities? As many of the elderly used the post office to cash their pensions or their benefits. So I can only imagine how this affected these wonderful people that serve our communities. Watch my video about county court judgments. It will shock you to know the effect on your borrowing power and how long they stay on your financial record for. And, you know, could affect getting jobs that have anything to do with finances. So it's pretty serious stuff. Now, I don't want to give away too much regarding, you know, the ITV series because I really want you to watch it. But over 700 were found guilty of crimes. 236 were sent to prison. And 4 postmasters took their own lives. So this is why it's so important to maintain these human rights, that you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Because there is a reason people are given a presumption of innocence. And that is because the prosecutor or the person making the claim must prove that they have a claim. Without this, we don't have due process of the law. We do not have a justice system without that. And that's why it's so important. You know, should the post office have this kind of power? It has been debated in Parliament. I've left a link below in case you want to read those. And we also have the Prime Minister now stepping in. Being accused of a crime you did not commit is very worrying. If you need legal help, contact Legal Minded Friends. On this channel, you'll find a variety of playlists to suit every curiosity about the justice system. And we provide you with a visual to information and the process. By leaving a comment, you may help someone else that will read your comment. And of course, I love to read all comments as they are valued, and together we can be more informed, and this information may help you or someone you know. Please like this video if you like this kind of content. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I'm going live or upload another video. I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends. Information is power, meaning if you know something, you can make decisions that are right for you.